honey. Is everything all right? You seem to be very concerned. What happened?
Hi, Dr. K. It's great to see you. Yes, I can't help but think about the movie I watched yesterday.
Which one is that?
It's called Lucy.
Oh, is it the one starring Scarlett Johansson and directed by Luc Besson?
Yes, that's the one.
I remember watching it. Its main character, Lucy, gains superhuman abilities, including telekinesis and time manipulation, after a drug enhances her brain capacity. I enjoy watching science fiction. What about it made you so concerned?
That we're using only 10% of our brain. I am using only 10% of my brain. How horrible is that?
Oh, now I see. You're worried about not using all your potential hiding somewhere in your brain beyond the 10%.
Exactly. Think how much I could have already accomplished. I could have become the next Elon Musk, even established a new civilization on another planet.
Honey, I understand your frustration, but I have good news for you.
Yes?
Yes, honey. The 10% brain usage claim is one of the biggest neuromyths out there. It's simply not true. Scientists have conducted multiple brain imaging studies, including functional magnetic resonance imaging and positron emission tomography, which demonstrate that all areas of our brain are active, just at different times, depending on what we're doing. fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, is like a high-tech brain movie that shows which parts of the brain are working by detecting changes in blood flow. When a brain region is active, it gets more oxygen-rich blood, and fMRI captures this in real time. Positron emission tomography scans are like a heat map for brain activity. A tiny amount of a safe radioactive substance is injected into the body, and the scanner tracks how the brain uses energy. This helps scientists see which areas are active during different tasks. There is not a single white spot on the brain's activity map that remains unused. Every part of the brain has a function, whether it's processing sensory input, coordinating movement, storing memories, or managing emotions.
What a relief.
But honey, tell me, how did you first hear about this idea that we only use 10% of our brain?
I think I've heard it a few times before, but Lucy really made me think about it. The way they showed her unlocking different percentages of her brain power, 10%, 20%, 50%, and then finally 100%. It made it seem so real.
That's exactly why this myth is so persistent. It has been reinforced in movies, books, and even casual conversations. But in reality, scientists have repeatedly debunked it.
Wait, so where did this whole idea come from in the first place?
That's a great question. The exact origins are unclear, but it may have started as an oversimplification of neuroscience. Some people misinterpreted early research, suggesting that we don't fully understand all functions of the brain or that certain regions are more active during different tasks. There's also a common misattribution to psychologist William James, who once said, "We are making use of only a small part of our possible mental and physical resources." But he never mentioned a percentage. Somewhere along the way, this quote got twisted into the 10% myth.
So, you're telling me I am using my whole brain?
Absolutely. Studies using advanced imaging techniques like functional magnetic resonance imaging show that even during simple tasks, multiple areas of the brain are active. Whether you're sleeping, reading, or exercising, different brain regions are constantly working. There's no dark, unused portion of the brain just sitting there waiting to be activated.
Wow. So I was panicking for nothing. But why does this myth keep showing up in books and movies?
Because it's exciting. The idea of untapped mental potential is alluring. Think about all the self-help books that promise to unlock hidden genius, or the movies that use the myth to explain superhuman intelligence or abilities. For example, Limitless, 2011. A struggling writer takes a pill that lets him use 100% of his brain and instantly becomes a genius. The Matrix, 1999, while it doesn't explicitly mention the 10% myth, it suggests that humans have mental limitations placed on them that, if removed, would give them incredible abilities. Phenomenon, 1996. John Travolta's character develops supernatural intelligence and telekinesis after a mysterious light exposure. It's a great storytelling device, but it's not real neuroscience.
Okay, I get that now. But if I can't magically unlock hidden brain power, does that mean I'm stuck with the intelligence I have now?
Not at all. While we do use our whole brain, we can still train it, strengthen it, and improve our cognitive abilities. Your brain is highly adaptable thanks to neuroplasticity, which means it can rewire itself based on new experiences and learning. Some evidence-based ways to boost brain function include learning new skills, studying a new language, playing a musical instrument, or even trying a new hobby keeps your brain flexible. Exercise. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain and promotes the growth of new neural connections. Healthy diet. Omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and proper hydration all support cognitive function. Sleep. This is when your brain consolidates memories and clears out toxins. Never underestimate a good night's sleep.
So, instead of waiting for a magic pill, I should just exercise, sleep well, and keep learning.
Exactly. Real intelligence isn't about unlocking unused parts of your brain. It's about how you use what you already have.
I love that. But one last thing. If we're always using 100% of our brain, why do some people develop crazy abilities after an accident, like those savant syndrome cases?
Great question. Some people do experience acquired savant syndrome, where an injury or neurological change gives them extraordinary abilities in math, music, or art. However, this isn't because they unlocked a hidden part of their brain. It's due to the brain rewiring itself in response to trauma. Take Jason Paget, for example. After a head injury, he developed an obsession with mathematics and started seeing complex geometric patterns everywhere. Scientists believe his brain rewired itself to focus more intensely on visual processing and pattern recognition. Or Jill Bolte-Taylor, a neuroscientist who suffered a stroke and temporarily lost her ability to speak but gained a deep, almost spiritual connection to the world. Her stroke affected the left hemisphere of her brain, forcing her right hemisphere to take over and process experiences differently.
So it's not that they unlocked some hidden brain power? Their brain just adapted in a unique way?
Exactly. The brain is already working at full capacity. It just redistributes resources when needed.
I love this. I feel so much better, knowing I'm not wasting 90% of my brain. Maybe I should go pick up a new hobby instead of worrying about unlocking superpowers. Actually, I've always wanted to learn how to play a musical instrument. Music is great for the brain, right?
Absolutely. Learning an instrument strengthens memory and coordination, promotes attention, concentration, creativity, emotions, and stimulates imagination. Plus, it's just fun.
Then it's settled. I'll see you soon, Dr. K. I don't want to be late for my first ukulele lesson.
That's the spirit.
Thank you, Dr. K.
It's my pleasure, honey. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this discussion, make sure to subscribe and leave us a review. Have more neuromyths you want us to bust? Contact us via our NeuroApproaches webpage at neuroapproaches.org. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep using 100% of your brain.